Hey, future dental assistants, it's your girl Leela. Who else? And welcome back to
The DA Study Spot, yeah.
Today. I'm starting a series called DANB Basics They Don't Explain Well. Because let's be honest, most people don't fail the DANB because they don't know the material. They fail the DANB because they don't know how to read them damn questions. So in this video, I'm going to show you how the DANB questions are written, what they're really asking for, and how to avoid the most common traps. But before we get started, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you are alerted every time I upload new study sessions. Run it! Okay, so the first thing you need to understand that the DANB is not a memorization test. It's a decision-making test. They want to know, can you work safely? Can you prioritize the patient? Can you think like a dental assistant in real life? That's why sometimes you'll see two answers that look right, but obviously only one is the most safest, most correct answer. So here's a trick they won't teach in school. Read the last line of the question first. Again, read the last line of the question first. That last line tells you exactly what they want. What should the assistant do first? What would be the best response? Which action is most appropriate? Once you know what they're asking, then you read the scenario. That alone will stop you from overthinking. Pay attention to DANB keywords. These words matter. You want to look for words like first. First equals priority. You're going to see words like best, most appropriate. This lets you know they're looking for the safest answer. Immediately equals emergency response. Except. Except means find the wrong one. Not the right one, the wrong. Except. That's typically the answer that's the most ridiculous. Should. The word should means proper protocol. Not what you might do, what you can do, but what you should do based on protocol. May, it is optional but not required, meaning you can, but you don't have to. If you ignore these words, you could very well still get the question wrong, even if you are familiar with the topic. Here's another secret. You don't need to find the right answer immediately if you eliminate the wrong ones first. For example, if it sounds unsafe, if it's out of the dental assistant scope, if it sounds extreme or dramatic, and if it ignores infection control, once you eliminate a couple of those wrong answers, the right ones start to stand out. Most DANB questions are testing one of these things: patient safety, infection control, legal scope of practice, proper sequence, what comes first, and critical thinking, not speed. Just ask yourself, what is the safest thing I can do right now? You'll get a lot of those questions correct. Let me show you some quick examples. If a question asks, what should the dental assistant do first? And one option is wash hands and another is set up instruments. Even though both are right, the first answer is hand hygiene every time. Here's an infection control question. Which action is the most effective way to break the chain of infection during patient care? The options are A, wearing gloves, B, proper hand hygiene, C, using barriers on equipment, D, disinfecting surfaces after treatment. Pause this video and drop your answer in the comments so I can see where your head is at. The correct answer for this question would be B, proper hand hygiene. Why B? Keyword, most effective, because the topic is chain of infection, which means for DANB, prevention at the source. Yes, barriers and gloves help, but hand hygiene is the number one method all the time. Let's do another one for RHS. Question. A dental assistant notices overlapping contacts on a bite-wing radiograph. What is the most likely cause? A, incorrect vertical angulation. B, incorrect horizontal angulation. C, improper film placement. D, patient movement. Go ahead and pause the video and drop your answer and tell me why you picked that answer. All right, so the correct answer for that question is B, incorrect horizontal angulation. How to read this question? Visual clue. Visually, contacts overlap horizontally. Horizontal meaning right to left, left to right, across. So the RHS rule is horizontal angulation equals overlapping, as the vertical angulation equals elongation, foreshortening. So when you think elongation, foreshortening, think top to bottom, bottom to top, up and down. RHS questions reward cause and effect thinking, not guessing. Okay, one more question for GC. Question. A patient begins to gag during an impression procedure. What should the dental assistant do immediately? A, remove the impression tray. B, reassure the patient verbally. C, tilt the patient upright. D, continue the procedure quickly. How to read this question? Keyword, immediately. If something is in your mouth and you're gagging, what is the first thing your mind wants done? Remove whatever it is causing you to gag. Why? In this particular situation, the patient is in distress. Danby rule, remove the cause first. Talking or repositioning the patient while they're gagging is not going to go well. Stop the problem first. When Danby says immediately, think safety before completion. See how you don't even need to know like everything? Once you catch the key word first, most, immediately, the answer almost tells on itself. All right, y'all, that's all for this one. Next in this series, I'll break down common Danby question traps and how to spot them immediately. If this helped you think differently about Danby questions, like this video and drop a tooth in the comments. Share this video with a DA bestie, and I will see you both at the next study session. Bye.
The DA study spot, yeah.